Mr. McKean, in early December, the members of the Senate Intelligence Committee sent Secretary Hagel a classified letter about the Guantanamo 5. I can't discuss the contents of that letter here, but it's been almost 2 months now. We would like to receive a response to that letter before proceeding with Mr. Carter's confirmation. Can you talk to the Secretary and see about getting us a prompt response to that letter?
Sir, certainly, and I know the answer should be coming shortly. For reasons that are not clear to me, although the letter was dated in early December, I think we only received it in the department about three and a half weeks ago.
Okay. Mr. Rasmussen, you said in your opening statement that anti-American incitement or statements does not necessarily equal recidivism or re-engagement. Does it violate the memorandum of understandings, however, that we have with the receiving countries?
I can't speak in this session about the specific understandings we have with the partners with countries with whom we have worked to transfer detainees. But one of the key features of any of those agreements is, of course, monitoring ongoing activity by the detainees, which covers a wide range of factors and would certainly include, all manner of their activities. My comments in my prepared statement just spoke to kind of a definitional threshold for what would constitute re-engagement for the purposes of a threat assessment.
We consider anti-American incitement by Islamic terrorists pretty serious business, don't we?
Absolutely.
Anwar al-Awlaki would say that we consider it very serious business, wouldn't he?
Absolutely.
Mr. McKean, you said earlier to Senator Graham that the United States, the administration is barred from bringing Guantanamo detainees to the United States mainland. It's also barred from releasing detainees without 30 days congressional notification. Why should the American people believe that that obligation will be any more respected than the prior notification obligation was last year?
Sir, the lack of notification in the Bergdahl case has not been repeated. I don't expect it to be repeated.
But my point is that all laws are created equal. There was a law that required prior notification. It was not followed. There's a law that prohibits detainees from coming to Guantanamo Bay. This administration has a habit of surprising the American people on national security matters. What assurance can we receive that there will not be a Guantanamo detainee on our shores tomorrow morning?
Senator, what I can say is, as to the 30-day notice issue, our lawyers believed we had a valid legal reason for the action we took, and we'll get you that explanation. On the issue that you're asking, we are focused on transfers in the PRB process. I'm not aware of any conversations not to follow the current statutory bar.
Okay, now I want to explore the so-called risk balance between recidivism of released terrorists and the propaganda value that terrorists get from Guantanamo Bay. How many recidivists are there at Guantanamo Bay right now?
I'm not sure I follow the question.
How many detainees at Guantanamo Bay are engaging in terrorism or anti-American excitement?
They're pretty locked down. I don't
because
think
they're detained because they only engage in that kind of recidivism overseas. Now let's look at the propaganda value. How many detainees were at Guantanamo Bay on September 11th, 2001?
0.
How many were there in October 2000 when Al-Qaeda bombed the USS Cole?
0.
What about in 1998 when they bombed our embassies?
The facility was not open before 2002, Senator.
1993 in the first World Trade Center bombing.
Same answer.
1979 when Iran took over our embassy. 1983 when Hezbollah bombed our embassy and our Marine barracks in Lebanon. The answer is 0.
Correct.
Islamic terrorists don't need an excuse to attack the United States. They don't attack us for what they do. They attack us for who we are. It is not a security decision. It is a political decision based on a promise the President made on his campaign. To say that it is a security decision based on propaganda value that our enemies get from it is a pretext to justify a political decision. In my opinion, the only problem with Guantanamo Bay is there are too many empty beds and cells there right now. We should be sending more terrorists there for further interrogation to keep this country safe. As far as I'm concerned, every last one of them can rot in hell. But as long as they don't do that, then they can rot in Guantanamo Bay.